There we go, the... Oh, and I have a... Sibrek Albelzuglar. Miserable, enjoyed throwing something. Upset to be wearing old clothing. Grumbling about long patrol duty. Oh, no. Okay, so they were... Oh, I'll have to look into my military and see where the hole is. Lost a child. Yes, slept in a great bedroom. Apparently not good enough. I have so much to do to keep my poor dwarves happy that I have not done, but be that as it may, he is already a lost cause. So let's see, who did I lose? Spearman? I don't think I have, like, spare spearmen. Spearmen? To fill in the gap with. So I'll just pick a bone carver. There you go. Welcome to duty. So, episode 39, I think. And yeah, I took last week off. I went north to New England, or New Hampshire specifically, and I had a few days off, but mostly it was about going to Gilsum, which is a annual end of June rock swap, which is not that people swap much anymore, but they do a little bit. Mostly it's just sales. And I did buy a few things, and I have clips. And I actually already showed these in this week's episode of Minecraft as well. But you guys may not watch that, as very few people do. Being a saturated market, very few people are interested in new series of Minecraft. But, you know, a couple people watching. Regardless, I'll have clips for you as I describe it. But anyways, I went up to Gilsum on tented out Friday night. And there's a bear. Oh, but it's a war grizzly. Never mind. And then the day after we went... the day after tenting out, did the whole trolling Gilsum thing, looking for stuff to buy. And then returned to eastern New Hampshire. And then the next day, drove all the way back out again. Another almost 3-hour drive to Barrel Mountain, depending on how you say it, to do a little personal prospecting, mining, whatever. And the day after that, Moat Mountain, which is actually more towards Conway and closer to home. And then we just lounged around for a couple of days and then drove back. And the drive back was somewhat delayed by storms. There was even a tornado warning, though one did not materialize, but it was a bit east of where I was driving. So that was the trip, and leading up to that, I just did not feel like recording an episode, so I didn't. And therefore, this is your first week back. My first week back. Now, let's see. I forgot what it was I said I would do, and... Oh no! That weenie friggin' broke my place. However, that gives me the opportunity to move some of this junk off here. My poor dwarves are already so busy moving so many other things, including stone, which is slow. But they got to do it. There's still the aftermath out here of all this battle earlier. Previous episode, I think, was it? Not much left to collect, so I might... Ooh, Goblin Nail Crown. Very nice. Spiffy. But if I pull my guys in, I ought to release the magma and clean the whole area out. Oh, did they drop the hematite? I remember saying drop it before and they didn't, but maybe they didn't. Well, I wasn't looking. Anyway, I thought I would try to accomplish something up here in the upper city. As you can see, I am making small progress on the whole filling in of windows front. Do I have anything left? That's 6. Oh, there's a few over here. So that's it. Those few over there. Another 7. And then all of these to do. And I should start doing these because I'd like to actually start turning these into rooms. Which actually means I should probably start filling these in. And that's going to mean deciding also what's going to be going on above. Because, you know, as we had determined earlier, these areas here are going to get larger. What I don't know is if they have to be symmetrical. Because I'm pretty sure they... I mean, they have to... Excuse me. They have to be. You can't see my cursor, can you? They have to be symmetrical along the diagonal, but they don't have to be symmetrical in any other way. Let's see. What kind of stone did I use? Obsidian? All right, might as well try to match that then. Keep my dwarves busy. But, you know, they're going to need bedrooms if they're going to be happy in the future, so I'd best get on with it. Well, the mining... Whoops, wrong way. The mining... Whoops. has continued, you can see. I might, since I'm in desperate need of white stone, I might take out entire sections, like out there in the... I can't even see my cursor. But, some of those large squares, just carve them out so they're completely empty. Anyways, let's see. I thought I'd talk more about the minerals I found while these guys dig for said same. You can't actually find some of the stuff. Ignore me. So, anyways, like I said, we went to Gilsum, and I picked up a few things, and Caffeine picked up one very nice thing. And I do have clips of them, so I will show them in the corner, maybe over here where the menu is. But first thing I got was what is referred to as Andratite, which is a form of garnet. Actually, Andratites, there are three types, one of which I have. Melanite, which you can imagine black. It's a black, very solid colored, not gemmy at all that I am aware of. Mine certainly isn't, but very sharp, and because of some titanium inclusions is a bit on the strong side. So it has, as you can see, it has survived relatively unscathed. There's a big chunk in the middle missing, but I got that, and that specimen is from China, so obviously I didn't go to China, but you can buy these things at Gilsum. And then secondly, it's a piece of quartz. It's just quartz. There are individual crystals of dolomite on that quartz. At this stage of its growth, you can still see the structure of the dolomite crystals, whereas if you get into certain other circumstances, the dolomite has crushed together or was made from such small crystals that they blend together, according to the eye anyways. But in this case, these crystals are large and impressive, and the dolomite crystals are distinct, so that's very nice. And then, let's see. Let's take a moment here before I can... As you can see, I cannot multitask. Here I am talking about this. I can't concentrate to save my life on actual instructions. So let's take a look. Okay, they're making some progress on the rooms here. So that means technically... I got 4 windows. I'd really like to just finish this down here and be done with it. But, yeah, next up is a small, compared to the others anyways, a small piece of extremely vivid purple fluorite. I already have, in my office in Arlington, a larger piece, but there is some purple, but it's not quite as intense as that, and it's mixed in with some, rich brown, which is also very nice. So it's a good specimen. This one is just very strongly vivid, which is very nice. Let's see, what else can we do? I suppose I need to decide what's going on up here. What I don't have, though, is enough white stone to put down floors, and I really want it. I do not know yet. Anyways, next up is a fossil... ooh, there's dead things here. Fossil crab. In a matrix that is iron rich, so it's almost reinforced fossil, which is why it was safe for them to, as you can see, sort of carve out around it, get rid of the stone that surrounds the fossil. There were a few other specimens available from the same vendor, I suppose you could say, but they were bleached white, very different matrix they were in, and kind of flat, and they had their little tail things that most crabs hide, but their little tail things are extended. You could see them. You could see how they are related in some way to lobsters. But anyways, I didn't get one of those, so I can't show you. Well, now that I look at this, it occurs to me that I didn't buy all this stuff, which tells me, I think, that when my insane guy broke the trading depot, he did it while the Traders were still on it, which now means I've inherited all this stuff that I did not mean to and probably might get in trouble for later, including all the stuff I meant to trade away. Look at this. Kangaroo, all this junk that was supposed to go. Dang it. That was not what I wanted at all. Looks like we have mysterious construction. I didn't even notice when that happened, but he got busy. What is he working on? Hello. What's he working on? Oh, okay, leather works. So we got one hand camel leather, more leather, some logs, diorite logs, cloth, bone, cloth, and zircon. Who Shemzefonokang farmer has created Udosugut, a one-hand camel leather dress. That's not particularly interesting, though. It'd be nice if somebody wore it. I have 38,000, man. One-humped camel leather dress. All craft worship is... it's of the highest quality, I suppose, being a dress. It's decorated with one-hemp camel leather, saguaro rib wood, tunnel tube, and alpaca wool. This object menaces with spikes of spotted wool, bagong, weather, diorite, and brown zircon. While the item is an image of Toad steel-starved the goblin, and Atex steel-raked the human in rope reed fiber. Atex steel-raked is striking down Toad. The artwork relates to the killing of the goblin Toad by the human Atex steel-raked with a bronze spike in the watch spire in the early autumn of 108 during the second attempted abduction at the watchspire. So a human did this? It must have been when a human caravan was come along. Now, interestingly enough, if any of you have read, what is it, Dragonlance? And or played the Ye Old Mud ArcticMud.org, which is still out there, but I've had trouble actually using. There was a goblin in that world called Toad, too. Toady. T-O-D-E. So it was the same spelling, however it's pronounced. That was interesting. I wonder if that was in some way inspiring, or having inspired this inclusion of this word into Dwarf Fortress. And there it is, the first of the upper bedrooms. I think I might assign that to someone else. How about manager? Manager doesn't have a bedroom. The first of the bedrooms in the upper echelons. Oh, wait, there's another one. Who else? Champion? Okay, Aesop, you now have a bedroom. So there's two more people who won't be quite as upset as they were before. Let's see, do I have... Still only two. I'm working on it, I promise. Forgotten Beast Snowdub has come. A great caddisfly composed of lavender jade. Its fat, bulging trunk and a gaunt appearance. And gas. Of course. Does that mean there's three down here now? Oh, no. Shedim's Grime. Interesting. That one can probably fly, considering it is a fly, but I should be safe from it, nevertheless. And finally, the debris field here has been cleared away, which means I can actually get rid of this now. All these bodies have been yanked off. Bodies have been moved down there. I can melt them down there. Let's see. Still plenty of things in here that probably want to be, like this, melted. I would rather, if I have those, have them made here. I realize that might be strange, but who cares, right? Brass bars, marble earring. That's kind of nice, marble earring. Rotten cave lobster, that can certainly stay where it is. Steel puzzle box, that's got to be melted. Derp, 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 derp. Lots of bars. I'm kind of hoping these guys will remove some of this stuff soon. Lots of clothing. Yeah, let's see. Lots of amulets. I may have finally run out of stuff. I want them to also make all this obsidian stuff into blocks so I can use it. Until that all moves out, I can't even destroy some of the junk that should be destroyed. Progress up above is... it's coming along pretty well. I have starting to define rooms on this next level up. Bronze buckler, that can go... that can go... No. Rotten, lots of rotten stuff. Kind of upset that he broke that, because That trade kind of would have preferred that it's, go as intended. Oh, there we go. That'll do. So, Vampire Adekeskal. Animal trainer has gone stark raving mad, which means I can finally be rid of him. And maybe even use these rooms for something again. Now let's see. You're going to start destroying everything? Runs around babbling. It's been miserable. Embarrassed to have no shoes. Very embarrassed to be uncovered. Embarrassed to have no shirt. Very upset to have worn clothes rot away. Admired his own container. So, that kind of stinks. Where are you going, buddy? Suppose? Can I, take him out now? Or are you trying to bust your way out? No job. He's not competent at really anything. So let's deal with the guy real quick. Let people get it. Oh, there's already a few already. Redundant much? Oh, come on, you guys can do better. Oh, quite an army. Plus a duck and a pig. Many dogs. My dogs are quite prolific these days. So let's open this up and see what becomes, if anything. Will they allow me to kill him? They will not. Well, that stinks. So what do I do? Do I let him just break things, or is he... Hey, where are you going? Sacred Price. Strange title, but whatever. How are you doing, anyways? Ecstatic. Okay, good enough. Some of my military are not so happy. Let's see about you. Unhappy, depressed, long patrol duty. They always hate patrol duty. And then if you take them off, they complain about being taken off duty. So I guess a soldier is just going to hate duty no matter what. Complained of thirst, great bedroom, complained about draft, unable to find somebody in charge to cry on. Was nauseated by the sun and disgusted by a miasma. Hopefully the, I don't think I'm going to need them, actually. Hopefully they'll start getting used to the sun and also bedrooms, so that won't matter quite so much. I am still worried that this guy's going to start destroying things, though. So it belongs to the trainer. Who else should have this? Oh, lots of people have bedrooms. Child, lots of children. Homeless children. Actually, all of the children are homeless. Well, not all the children, but all the homeless people. No, there's a recruit. But a recruit really doesn't deserve that level of bedroom. Bone doctor. Peasant. Hammer dwarf. Recruit, spear dwarf, metal smith. Bone carver. And a baby. I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it out so that people can use it for whatever they want and not actually have him own. So, free it. And free it. Free it. Okay. So, at least maybe then other people will get some enjoyment of looking at those rooms anyways. The advent or arrival of the elven traders reminds me that I forgot to mention the year is now 120. So happy new dwarven year belatedly. And so far I have not been attacked, which is quite amazing. In fact, if this guy would come back, I'd love to clean out the entryway. I would really like to do that, but I got to keep him indoors first. So let's... Has anybody trading yet? No. He's sleeping. All right. Well, let's take a look above. This sort of ridge or crater. It's not really a crater because it's vertical, but this crater tower here is coming right along. Several floors of glass involved, but this continues on up. And close to the top, I've decided to make like a 3-tier room. It belongs to one person, and it will top out here. Pretty close to the top of the mountain. Above here, all these windows except one. Do I have a window? No, I don't. God, they're really bad at making windows. All of those but one is done. Well, not accidentally, but I put these in this room. Recruit Mark's dwarf. Dwarf and child, fine. militia commander or captain, one of the two, Moses and English. Though they have just gotten rooms. The champion now has a full suite, as does the very important manager, who is actually doing his job right now, which is great. Floors are coming in up here, so that soon I'll be able to create bedrooms down here as well, as but you can see, not just yet. Let's see, what else? I've started putting in floors, and I've started putting in like stuff up here. Thing is, up here I have to decide what I'm going to do with this space. I'm thinking, actually, now that I think about it, I wish... I might make this an open room up here and expand the tower just one bit more and have this be like a meeting space. Oh, I have 84 brimstone blocks. Wow. Well, if it's a meeting space, let's have something interesting like cobaltite. Like so. Hopefully I don't run out of it too quickly. Where'd the rest of it go? You know what? Screw that. I'm going to do this piecemeal so that I can't even reach that. Of course. Let's put in some intermediary stuff here. Let's go with dark again. So obsidian. Oops. Ah, screw it. More here. Obsidian. And more obsidian. So they'll get underway with this junk here. I'll do the same up here eventually as well. And maybe this will... I don't know. This part here is completely... Well, not that the whole thing hasn't been, but this will be all completely organic. Not sure what else to do. But they are doing it. Let me put this in and complete that part and this part. What else have they been working on? These. Yep, they're sealing it up. So, I guess I'm going to call this an episode. I didn't accomplish a whole lot, but I accomplished something. It's actually also, I didn't mention or display it, but I've been cleaning up the place also, like this. Whoops, one more, please. I found out... Oh, junk. Doing this is a great way to clean up some of those debris that's not quite a mess. Still doesn't help with things like blood. But I've been cleaning up blood here and there as well. In fact, actually, come to think of it, here's a couple more that need to be done. Yep, but that's about it, really. What's this? Oh. That needs to be done there, too. Have they put in the doors yet? Whoops, I'm going the wrong way. No, I'm not. I'm going the right way. Yeah, more doors. Lots of copper doors. I didn't even realize. I must have done it and forgot that I'd done it, but lots and lots and lots of copper doors, which does not offend me one bit. Now, this room... These rooms in the corner here are going to be a little kind of... whoops. Thief! Thief! Thief, you're going the wrong way. Oh, frig. And of course they disrupt the trading session. Oh, the trader's here. Alright, well, I'll get busy with this. And I suggest that you guys go off and... Wait a minute. Rope reed. Emerald... Tunnel tube in Highwood, so that cannot be traded. That would have offended them. Well, yep. Please have a good time in the meantime, and come back next week.